All right, so let's look at this with the actual answers and see if this kind of makes a little bit more sense. If you are taking, whenever you take the test, goodness, always use the answer choices. You can always work backwards. I think it's a great strategy. So let's look here. It says n is the least of two consecutive integers. Which of the following represents the sum of two integers? So we're just looking for something that is going to be true. If I had 3 and 5, which is two consecutive odd integers, we're going to let n equal 3 because it's the least of those two. Now what you can do is plug in the number 3 into each one of these equations to see which one makes it true. The sum of two integers, 3 plus 5 is 8. So whenever I plug in this 3 over here in these answers, one of them needs to equal 8. Okay, so let's look. N plus 1, which would be 3 plus 1 is 4. So that one doesn't work. N plus 2 would be 3 plus 2 is 5. That one doesn't work. Then we have 2 times 3 plus 1. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Then we have 2 times 3 plus 2, which is 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is equal to 8. So our last answer choice will be the right answer. But let's say, well, I want to make sure that this is right. Okay, so what if I did 5 and 7? The sum of two integers, so 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. Let's test out 2 times, remember the smallest number is 5, so that's the one we're going to use, plus 2, 10 plus 2 equals 12. So we've checked it twice, which means that's going to give us the right answer. Now, let's say you're really just trying to solve this and go through everything and figure it out. Excuse this right here. I have to make a little sheet that has, give me a second. Oh. All right, so now we're going to solve this as if we're, really trying to solve it. So n is the least of two consecutive integers. So let's see, we have 3 and 5 consecutive odd integers, which means it'll be n, because I don't know what number I'm going to start with. The only way that I can get to an odd number is if I take two jumps. So think about it on a number line, right? If I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If my first number is going to be a 3, the only way I can get to 5 is by doing 2 hops. So that means I'm going to have to add 2 to whatever number I start at. We use the letter n because it's unknown. So my first number is n because that's my starting point. But then my second number is going to be wherever I started plus 2. And remember, it says I want the sum of two integers. So this right here can be in parentheses to let you know that this is a complete number all by itself. But when I'm doing algebra and I want to simplify it, that would have been cool if the answer was like that already. But it wasn't. We know it's not n plus 1. We know it's not n plus 2. I have two n's. So I need to combine like terms, which is where they got the 2n from. And then you just bring down that next 2. And that's why my answer is D.